Seasons are changing, so are your spending habits. So money expert Robyn Thompson is sharing advice on how to create some boundaries around spending so we don't spin out of control. Robyn, great to have you in.
Somebody nice to be here. Thank you.
Yeah, so let's talk about why spending is so tempting, especially at this time of year.
It is wedding season. It is graduation season. It is a feeling of celebration. People are coming out of their houses, socializing, and start to be out in the world. So when they do that, often you have a freshen up of a wardrobe, you have a freshen up of some items in the house, and you start to spend some money on things that make you feel great. But you also have that added pressure of social media. We live in an influence culture, so we start to see on our feeds everything that people are spending money on, buying, doing, all their experiences. And that could cause a bit of an insecurity within our own life psychologically around, are we doing enough? Are we traveling enough? FOMO is rampant in our culture. So it's really about getting an understanding of how we're spending our money, what it looks like, and does it support our longer term goals?
Yeah, so we live in that digital world. Not only are we seeing or feeling FOMO, but we also aren't seeing the money come out of our account. So how does that impact spending?
In a significant way, actually. Researchers show that your brain experiences more discomfort when you're actually shelling out hard cash than it is when you use a digital currency. And we live in a world of digital currency, so we don't have that same attachment that we do to the hard currency when we start to spend our money. And that can have, again, some more psychological impacts. It could have you feel, insecure, have stressed about money, make sort of bad spending and buying decisions, and that could lead to increased debt and reduced savings. So it's really about getting clear on what that looks like.
So what's the first thing you recommend to kind of curb all of this?
Yeah, you want to take a look at your spending. You want to download and track your expenses. So make a column. What are your expenses that you need to actually have the lights on? So what are your fixed expenses? Then what do you have that's discretionary? And start to look at, do those discretionary expenses actually fit within your lifestyle? We're coming to the end of the month on Thursday, so download the last 2 months and take a look at where you're spending your money, because that will tell you where you could probably tighten up some places and start to spend with a clear idea of how to actually achieve your goals.
Yeah, and when we divide those into categories, you really see like what, maybe it's like the entertaining that's stealing all your money. Maybe it's like the fancy groceries. Maybe you can go from organic to just like a regular banana and save some money there as well.
And you would be surprised on what you'll actually find when you start to do a deep dive into it. And when you look at it, you need to understand, does it support what I'm trying to do in my future?
What do you want us to keep in mind before we even go on a website or enter a store?
Be clear about what it is you're buying for. Are you buying for a specific reason? Don't go in without some boundaries. Put some boundaries up, understand what your budget is for discretionary. Try to avoid some of those trigger stores or trigger online websites. Bookmark a page, come back to it, take a 15-minute break if it's a big purchase. So just be conscious with your spending, because this mindless spending that we have, it just becomes something that we do. So interrupt that and be clear about where your money's going.
It sounds like you're saying delay that gratification.
Delay the gratification, because it makes a difference not just in your shopping life or in your buying life, but in your life. If you delay gratification and you save for retirement, you pay down your debt, and you start to allocate, you'll feel better and you'll start to have more for the future.
Robyn, always helping us play the long game. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Hey, thanks for watching. If you liked this, be sure to subscribe here, or you can check out more Your Morning videos right here.